So this report focuses on the solid waste management in the Occupied Palestinian Territories. It updates the situation in the OPT and gives a comprehensive picture of the situation in the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, and as much as possible in East Jerusalem, at the legislative, technical, financial and environmental level. This report is an overview, collecting all the most recent data available based on interviews and field visits in the West Bank and Gaza Strip. It examines different types of solid waste and describes their generation and management. So municipal solid waste in general, and also some other waste streams coming from industrial, commercial and healthcare activities which have an hazardous infectious component and can be present in municipal waste as they are not systematically collected and treated separately. The context analysis showed that the rapid growth of population and consumption, the scarcity of land and water resources and the climate conditions are important factors to be taken into account in any sustainable solid waste management. The policy and legal framework analysis helps to clarify the different roles of solid waste management stakeholders and the recent adopted laws. However, the enforcement of these laws and some specific guidance about standards of management are still in need. So today, about 94% Palestinians benefit from a collection service done by the municipalities, the UNRWA, and in the refugee camps especially, and 65% by the joint service councils, the GSCs. The disposal methods are mainly first landfilling. About 65% of municipal waste is disposed in one of the 6 operational landfills existing in Palestine. These landfills currently face the risk of overcapacity due to land restrictions, low primary separation, and an increasing trend in waste quantities generated. The second is dumping, random or controlled. About 30 to 35% of municipal waste is illegally dumped, mainly in the Ramallah Al-Biri governorate. The use of solid waste transfer station, which is quite new, where solid waste is temporarily deposited and often separated to be transferred to final sites, is still a new approach. There are 12 in the OPT. Transfer stations are potentially useful for waste segregation and recycling activities. The main composition of municipal waste currently is organic, about 50%, plastic 17% in average, and paper, cardboard 11%. The reuse recycling market is characterized by its small size, informality and fluctuation. There is about just 3% collected for reuse, organic, plastic, cardboards and metals, among which about 1% is recycled. Organic waste is mainly coming from animal manure and farm waste, and is used for agricultural purposes. It still needs to be developed and faces concurrence. In general, most of the materials are collected and sent abroad. The amount of special waste, industrial, construction, demolition, healthcare waste, e-waste, is difficult to estimate, and as some of it is mixed with municipal waste, and some is collected and treated separately, like healthcare. So construction and demolition waste and tires are disposed in separated places. E-waste refuse is either recycled, illegally burned, or disposed in landfills. And there is a recent growing interest for e-waste because of their dangerous effects on the environment. Healthcare waste is treated or non-treated and usually ends up in landfills. A certain portion of hazardous waste is contained in these special wastes. So although the Environmental Quality Agency worked on the hazardous waste, there are currently no clear instruction, data and information available. So to conclude, the implementation of an effective and integrated solid waste management in Palestine is confronted with several challenges at the legislative, organizational, technical and financial levels. At the legislative level, incomplete legislative framework, weak legislation enforcement. At the organizational and financial level, the lack of financial autonomy in cost recovery due to no unified application in the fee collection system, the need of external funding, the poor working conditions of solid waste workers and the issue of waste pickers, the inefficient data collection and management system and reporting on several types of waste. At the technical level, there is a lack of technical expertise, equipment and modern infrastructure. There is a need for innovative solutions in waste segregation and treatment. And there is also a poor involvement of the civil society and low public awareness in general. Further challenges are related to the improper behavior of residents, the overall increasing trend in waste generation, and the current political situation adds its own challenges, such as the limited Palestinian control over land